Now y'all better come up in here. There is one. Hey, Brandy. How are you doing, sweetheart? I was gonna say, you guys better come up in here asking me for porch time. I want to sit up here by my lonesome. Somebody else is lurking. Who's the other one? Who's lurking? Oh. Okay, it's my best friend lurking in my bathroom. Oh, now it says there's nobody in here. Oh, the TJ Maxx haul? Yeah, I know. It made me want to go to TJ Maxx. I start itching to go to TJ Maxx every once in a while because they have such good deals. And I'm like, no, I need to go. Brandy, you're the only one in here. Nobody loves me. It's okay. It's okay. It is kind of late. So did you find that foundation? Lurky McLurkenstein. Yes, that's your new name. Brandy, did you find that foundation that matched you? Because you said blended right into your chin. Hey, Jen.
Hey, peeps.
Bye. Bye. Hey, Jen McGowan. How are you? Hey, Dylan. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, sweetheart. I see your cool car pics on Instagram. Okay. Well, Brandy, with the concealer, you just want to go a shade lighter. You're good, Jen? Awesome. Awesome. I know you're ready for your store to close. I'm okay. My daughter's sick, but we did just take her temperature, though. We woke her up and took her temperature. She was not happy about that. But it was back to normal, so her fever is broken. So thank you guys all for prayers and thoughts. That was greatly appreciated. Because she's been sick the last 2 days. I am. That should be easy enough. Yeah, it should be, Brandy. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Yeah, I'm so glad she's feeling better. Well, I don't know if she's feeling better. She's asleep, but we're going to keep her home tomorrow, too, just in case. And then hopefully, right, Jen? Just start buying everything. Are you guys selling, like, your fixtures and everything? Ugh. I painted my nails, and I got the top color, like, everywhere. And it's, like, driving me nuts. Sorry. Ugh. So, what shall we talk about in porch time? I think, since my best friend just left, and it was an interesting conversation that we had, that we should talk about kind of, hey, Lena, how are you doing? Oh, okay, yeah, Jen, that makes sense. We should talk about letting the past go. How does that sound? Or just accepting where you are, accepting your life where you are at this minute. Because I think it's important. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to say this. I think it's important to accept yourself wherever you are. But you can't, but know not to live there. Does that make sense? You can be like, yes, I'm feeling this way right now. But don't let that become like, oh gosh, what did I do? It's very hard to do, Brandy. It's so easy just to be like, well, this is, you either don't want to accept where you are. You're like, no, I need to be better. I need to do this, or I need to do that. Or you're like, well, this is just who I am, or this is just how I am, or, but it doesn't have to be. we are constantly changing and constantly evolving. And I think that whole, oh, well, this is just how I was born, or this is just the way I am, or, oh, this is how my parents made me, or this is how my life has turned out. Like, those are excuses to remain stagnant. Yeah, exactly, Dylan. Yeah. Know what you've done. Yeah. And it's even not, and honestly, it can also be a good, like, a it can be good progress that can end up becoming a bad thing. Because say you are content where you are, and say you're happy with who you are, how your life's going and everything, and you're like, whoa, I'm good. But that can also stunt you spiritually, as well as emotionally, as well as psychologically, because you're not trying to better yourself. We can always better ourselves. So I think it's kind of like this weird double-edged sword. So I guess what I'm talking about is complacency and becoming complacent. There's nothing wrong with being content. I think it's very hard to be content. Just for me at least, it's really hard for me just to be content. And that's just because I have a type A personality. So I always am trying to, I'm like, well, it's not good enough. It's not whatever enough. So there's nothing wrong with being content. You should be content. What's wrong is when you become complacent in your current situation, whether it be, I have a mental illness, so this is just how I am, or it be, everything's going right in my life right now, so I'm good, and I think either way you spiral. You can spiral down into the, well, this is just how my life is and it sucks, and I'm a failure and I'm never going to be anything more than that. And then you just start spiraling down and down. And it could have started with something as simple as like you wrote something down wrong and all of a sudden you're like, blah, or it could be a good thing where you just, you start becoming complacent in your contentment. Does that make sense? You should always be trying to grow, not necessarily bettering or be better, but bettering yourself as a person. Hey, Spangies. I'm not working, therefore I'm not doing well. Girl, Brandy, I feel you. Like, I am on disability, and that was a very hard thing for me to... I thought it was going to be like this big relief when I finally got approved. And it wasn't, because then I felt like, oh, I'm not contributing. I'm not doing my part. I mean, because I've worked every day of my life since I was like 14. Jen McGowan just put a FabFitFun review up, just so you guys know. And it felt good for a minute because there was a validation of, okay, someone else sees the fact that there's something wrong with me and that I do need help and I need time to process some stuff. But then there was also this part of me that felt like I wasn't doing my part, or it was like, oh, there is something wrong with me, and it's easy to fall in one of two things where you either are like, well, I suck because I'm, whatever, or you're like, oh, well, I don't have to do anything because this is just the way I am. And neither one of those attitudes are great, and neither one of those attitudes are going to get you where you need to go. I'm just speaking from personal experience here. So, I don't know. I think it's very easy to settle into your comfort zone or settle into your routine, and then you look back and it's been 6 months and you're like, how did I get here? Why am I still here? Why is my life not changing? Why is nothing, like, why is things not going the way I want it to? Or why, that kind of thing. And you're just like, you just turn around and 6 months are gone. And I think that there has to be this balance between trying to better yourself, but understanding that you are never going to be the best and that you don't need to be the best. But that betterment is something that needs to happen all the time. I'm working on it. It is, Brandy. It is absolutely. Oh my God. It's absolutely a struggle. It's every day a struggle. I feel like, you know, when I got on disability, I started doing Poshmark, and I started trying to do stuff on Mercari, and I tried to start painting more so I could sell stuff. And like, because I felt like, exactly, Spangies, exactly. Because you're like, I got to keep myself busy. I got to make money. And the thing is like, that's part of the reason I got the Be Still tattoo. And that's why it's my motto. Because it's so easy to feel like you're not good enough, and to feel like you're never going to be good enough, and to feel like you're a leech or something. I mean, especially when it comes to mental health, I'll just, and this is just speaking from personal experience, like, I mean, people look at me all the time, even people that are close to me, and are like, well, you're fine. And I'm like, well, right now, you know, but you have no idea what's going on in my brain, or like, and I think people with mental illness, oh, that's what this is turning into, okay. Uh, people with mental illness tend to feel like they have to justify themselves a lot, and I don't like doing that. I don't like, you know, I don't like having to justify myself. I don't like having to explain myself or excuse myself for things. Hey, Charisse. Hey, Barb. We are talking about mental illness. I'm talking about, I will, Shauna. I will let you know. I think you're listening to me. That's why I just said that. I don't, you know, like if you had a cast on your arm or you were using crutches, no one would ask you to explain yourself. But there's just still that stigma with mental health where it's like, if you can't, oh, it's okay. Thank you though. I'm glad you're still looking, Barb. That means so much to me. When you're mentally ill, your symptoms aren't necessarily out in the open. And I mean, I've had people on here, I've had emails that are like, you know, I've had some really good emails. I've also had some really bad emails. Especially when I talked about that I was on disability. And first of all, I want to make one thing clear. I am on SSDI, not SSI. The money that I receive every month is my money. I have worked since I was 14 years old. Luckily for the last couple, oh, I really appreciate it, Barb. Especially for the last couple years that I worked, I was working 80-hour weeks, and I was making a very good salary and very good bonuses. So the money that I get is the money that I put into Social Security, which I probably will never see when I get old enough to actually take it out. That's my money. So for whoever wants to naysay or send me emails saying, you know, I'm a leech on the system, thank you, I'm not. I pay my taxes, and that's my money. So that's as much of explaining as I'm going to do about that, because that's gotten me a little heated before. And there's nothing wrong with that, Charisse. There's nothing wrong with that either. The system was put in place for that. So, and that's exactly what I'm saying, is like, we feel like we have to justify ourselves because we have illnesses that are not visible to the eye. Dylan, your mom is a perfect example of that. And I hate how much I see her hurting because people are cruel, or people don't understand. Because, and the thing is, and here's the thing, this is my public service announcement. You don't have to understand mental illness to be sympathetic to it. And that's the thing. You don't have to understand. You don't have to understand. You don't have to get it. You don't have to know what it feels like. I'm not trying to, I would never want anyone to. If I could, I would make all mental illness and all, like, you know, fibromyalgia and lupus and all that stuff that, no, people don't see every day. I would love to just, like, get rid of it so that no one had to feel that. But just because you don't feel it doesn't mean that you can't sympathize with it. You might not be empathetic, but you can be sympathetic. And you don't have to be mean about it. And that's the thing. And like, I've seen a couple of my friends on here get hurt because other people hiding behind computers are cruel. And one, you know that I will never do that. I mean, I've gotten, and I'll say, you know, Yeah, Dylan. I can't imagine, and like I said, I can't imagine what your mom goes through, but I'm sympathetic to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody, like, it's such an old and silly. Hey, Tia. I was gonna say, Tia better be in here because she was the one that wanted me to be a porch time. Girl, we're being serious on this porch time because a bunch of my friends and everything, hey, warrior family, have had to deal with the opinions of others. And you know what? Everyone's got opinions, and you know what they say about opinions. Um, exactly, Barb. Exactly. Like, you, oh, thank you. You do not have to explain yourself to anyone. And honestly, I get so tired of explaining it, but you feel like you have to. Like, I'm agoraphobic. I literally get hives on my body when I am not in a comfortable place. When I am somewhere where I feel uncomfortable, I get hives all up and down my arms. I am shaking. I'm trying to keep it together. And a lot of times that comes out as manic. Like I start talking too much or too fast. Okay, Jen. Or like I don't know what to do. And so like I just get real stuttery and stuff. And people look at me like, and then I feel like I have to explain. I'd be like, I have agoraphobia and I'm uncomfortable right now. I shouldn't, but you know, and the thing is like, there's a way that people can address it and it feel okay. Like if I see someone that I think looks uncomfortable, so many people, what is FOS? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Spandies. My brain doesn't work well. Um, but like, I don't know. I guess everybody just needs to stop being judgmental. You know, like that's the thing. Like, oh, I do know what FOS means. Sorry. Derp. Um, yeah, Grumpy, I know exactly what you're saying. And I'm medicated. And, you know, to each his own. To each his own. Some people don't want to be medicated. Some people do want to be medicated. Some people need to be medicated. Like, and I guess, I think as a YouTube creator, and I think I don't speak for just myself in this situation, that we put ourselves out there. Some of us more than others. But we, and when you do that, you're kind of inviting it. You're asking for judgment, intentionally or not. You know, there are going to be people that are going to judge you because in their eyes and in a lot of other people's eyes, you put yourself out there. If you didn't want to be judged and you didn't want to be critiqued and you didn't want people to talk about you, then don't be on YouTube. You do have to get a thick skin. Luckily, the good far outweighs the bad. But the thing is that when I am bearing myself on YouTube as far as my mental illness, Barb, you're so funny. But when I put myself out there, like when I told my story, which I know a lot of you watched on here, I wasn't doing that because I wanted, I'm okay, warrior family. Oh, I get on my own nerves all the time, Grumpy. Oh my gosh. And that's the thing too, is like, you know, anything that anyone could say to me in an email or a comment or anything like, or a DM is not things that I haven't already said to myself. Like, that's why, like, I don't let it bother me. And I try not to let it bother me. And if people want to talk about me behind my back, that's fine. I don't care. Like, because honestly, the people that will be talking to me behind my back are not people that I even know. Like, I love you girls, but I don't know you. I wouldn't recognize, I mean, I would recognize you if I saw you in the street because I've seen your pictures on Instagram and stuff. But like, you know, I don't know these people. So I don't care if they judge me. Like, judge me. Go for it. Like, there's only one person who can, or one entity that can judge me that actually matters, and that matters to me. You know? I get, and yeah, I just, I get aggravated when I see my friends get hurt. when I see your mom get hurt, Dylan, it does. It upsets me. It makes me angry. Because she doesn't deserve that. Nobody, but see, the thing is, nobody deserves that. Even, hey, Julie, how are you doing? Even if you're acting a fool on YouTube, nobody deserves that. Hey, Justin, how are you? I was watching your little haul, girl. Made me want to go to TJ Maxx. I'm talking about people casting judgment. Exactly, Charisse. Exactly. People can judge me all they want, and that's fine. Because you know what? I know that my heart is right with God. And I know that, if I'm being vulnerable on my channel, or I'm talking to you about my struggles with mental illness, or my struggles with just day-to-day life sometimes, that I'm speaking the truth, I'm speaking my truth, and people can take it however they want. I'm not apologizing for it. Another thing I'm not apologizing for is buying makeup. Thank you, Anne. I did it's not, from you, I'm taking it as a compliment. It doesn't sound weird. Thank you. But I get emails, and I'm sure there are other people on here too get emails and DMs and stuff. It's like, well, I wish I could buy all this makeup, and oh, my house burnt down, and all this stuff. And I'm like, and I hate that. Not only do you have to be thick-skinned to do YouTube, you kind of have to be a little heartless, and not heartless in the manner of not having a heart and not feeling for people, because I pray for people. If you guys ask me for prayer, I pray for you. If I say I am praying for you, I am praying for you, and I hope you can feel that. But if you email me and tell me that your house burnt down and you got divorced and you're living in a coffee can under a bridge, and can I send you makeup? Really? Like, I think your priorities are messed up. And so I just kind of don't, I just ignore it from now on, because like, if I want to send somebody something, I'm going to send it to them. Not because they told me a sob story, or because they, I don't fit in a coffee can. Or not because they decided that, for some reason they needed to make me feel guilty about Tia. I don't know if they're jealous or not, or if sometimes when it might be nice to be able to do that. It is nice. I'm going to say it's nice, but you know what? I'm not in debt. My bills are paid. My kids are fed. Like, it's my money. Oh, I do too. I do too. And it's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not your savior. I'm sorry that you can't buy stuff. I'm sorry, but like, are you trying to make me feel guilty because I can? I'm a hater. I did, however, get a random email from an ENT wanting me to do a survey for smokers. That's weird. Oh, yeah, Jen, I've blocked people too. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, don't make me feel guilty about being mentally ill, and don't make me feel guilty about wanting to buy makeup. Like, those are my two rules right now. Like, they're like, well, you look fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, but I was told my haul video that tax season, I'm like, we pay back taxes every year. I wish I got taxes back. I don't know. See, I don't even get that, Anne. Like, it boggles my mind that people can even type that and think that that is an okay thing. Oh, living the dream. They do. Oh, they do. Yeah, I mean, yes, I get a tax refund because I have kids. But, and like I said, that's the thing. It's like, I've gotten to a point, and maybe that's why I'm not growing as much anymore. There we go. That's why I can't get to 2,000. Oh my God. I figured it out. Okay, so I can't get to 2,000 subscribers because like everyone's mad at me now because I'm like unapologetic. It did worry me for like a little while. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone, like, oh no, I don't want to appear, I don't want to look broken. I don't want to look like I have bad days. I don't want to make people jealous because I'm buying things. And now I'm just like, oh well, like I can do that. Exactly, Mamala. Exactly, Mamala. Like, I try really hard to be very transparent with you guys. And when I'm having a bad day, sometimes I do a video just so you can see that it's not all fun and makeup. You know, I love doing makeup, and I love that you guys love watching me do makeup, and I love that I can help you guys with some of your stuff. But I also want my channel to be an outlet to show you that, I mean, like right now, I don't have any makeup on. I mean, it's just me in this shirt that I've worn for literally 2 days because I haven't felt like changing because my kid's been sick, you know? And I, I hope that me being transparent can help you guys learn to be okay with where you are. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know, Grumpy. Yes, and that's why, yes, I've said that from the beginning. That's why I started this channel, because, you know, I don't know, Anne, if you watched my story where I literally told my whole backstory, but the reason I started doing this is because I have really low self-worth. Like I like literally, I just like, people will compliment me on things, and I literally in my head I'm like, thanks, but I don't believe it. Like I can see good in other people so easily, but it's so hard for me to show any kind of compassion to myself. So I started doing YouTube so that I could look at myself and maybe in an objective way and be like, okay, I'm not that bad, or okay, this isn't that bad, or you, oh, thank you, Anne, I appreciate it. But see, you saying that right now, it's like, I love that you think that, but when you're told your whole life that you're not worth anything, and you're told your whole life that you're not important, and that you aren't worth anything, it gets ingrained, and it's hard to, I mean, you know, I've struggled through a lot of things with my PTSD and with everything else, but that's the one monkey on my back still, and it's hard, and I'm working on it. That's why I got this. That's why I got the Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. I got that as a reminder, just like the Be Still, that I need to be easier on myself. And that's why, like, I don't let the hate comments or hate email, not hate, but judgy emails and comments get to me anymore. Yeah, and that's, yeah, I understand. I understand. Oh, I want a mama a hug so bad, but, you know, I, I feel I have grown so much. Exactly, Jen. It's your money. You can spend it how you want. Even if you are, you know what? What if, you know, you might be blowing up your credit card debt and stuff, but that's still your right to do that and your decision to do that. And nobody has any right to judge you. So that's why I just blow that kind of thing off. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't remember. My memory's so bad. Jen, don't let that kind of thing get to you. I get that kind of stuff. Wish I could buy that. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Like, I'm already worried. Yes, yes, and one of the things that I do pride myself on, I don't think a lot of good things about myself a lot, but I am a very empathetic person. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of crap in my life, and the whole, hey, as Kelly Clarkson says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It does sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it makes you feel very weak, and you put up a front. And I put up a front for 32 years, and I'm just done putting up the front, you know? Like, I am who I am, damaged, a little crazy, a little cuckoo lulu, you know, but it's me. It's real, and I'm learning how to be vulnerable instead of having this. Oh, it does. Yeah. instead of having this wall up that I've had these defense mechanisms up my entire life, instead of letting those walls, because it's so easy to put those walls back up and just not feel anything. But I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice, my family a disservice, and you guys a disservice by doing that, by not being emotional, by not being real. So YouTube has been incredibly therapeutic for me, in the sense that it keeps me from putting those walls up. For some reason, having the separation, the video separation, where you're not standing right here in front of me, because I still have problems with that, but I can be honest when I'm talking to my phone. Does that sound weird? Good night, living the dream. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but because there's a level of separation from the people I'm talking to, it's a lot easier for me to be vulnerable. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some emails on this. I have a video coming up where oh, you're diamond painting? Awesome. I'm gonna do a video kind of called, I think I'm gonna call it, Is It Worth It? Because I got some very high-end products. Like, you know how there's like prestige. Hey Becky, how are you, beautiful? You know there's like prestige makeup, and then like there's like luxury. I got some of the luxury stuff because I wanted to try it, and I'm finally could afford to try it, so I'm gonna try it. Some of it might not be worth the money, and we're gonna find out. But I'm almost like, am like dreading doing that video, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get backlash. I'm gonna get people be like, oh, why are you spending that kind of money? Because I can, because I want to. And that was one of the most hurtful, that I will say is one of the, oh, thank you, Becky. That's one of the most hurtful things anybody has ever said, is person those people in the past led you to believe. Oh, thank you, Mamala. That means the world to me. Thank you, Dylan. I'm glad you watched that. Thank you. The most hurtful thing I got was, I think it was when I was doing my giveaway videos, maybe. And someone emailed me and was like, I don't understand how you can take my money. They said my money because I had said something about being on disability, and spend it on makeup to give to other people. I was like, and I didn't say anything. I didn't respond because they want you to respond. But I was like, oh, first of all, it's my money because I'm on SSDI, not SSI. Second of all, what? Like, I'm not even spending the money on myself. Why are we upset about this? Like, seriously? But, you know, whatever. They're off my Christmas card list. They are off the Christmas card list. Yes, Jen. You know, and Jen, that's the thing. There's this balance you have to be as a YouTuber. I think it's real easy to start being jaded. I love you too, Mamala. Like, I think it's really easy to get jaded and not believe anybody. But the thing is I'm always going to believe the best in people, or I'm going to try to find the best in people, because there are so many good people out there, and there's so many wonderful, wonderful YouTube creators that help support each other and grow each other. And I'm glad I reminded you, Spangies. But that really just help you, like, help nourish you and help grow your channel. And like, I was taken in by some of those people, like Miss Pam and Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, Ashley, and Confidence Plus, and Kendi Jane. Oh, I love Mamala. Those people kind of took me under their wing, and Just Ann too, like showing me support, like that is kind of like, that's so amazing to me that these women that we're not competing. It's not like, cause it's never been a competition to me. I don't think it's a competition. Yeah, I agree, Ann. And like, that's the thing. Like, I may not get another single subscriber, and that's fine because I'm so happy with the ones I have. I'm just so happy with the ones I have. And if I grow, I grow. Now, granted, I do have that 2K giveaway, you guys, and I really want to give it away. I've got 4 different ones. I'm just trying to give you guys some stuff. But I might just, you know what, if in the next week or so I don't get any closer to 2K, I'm probably just going to give it away because it's just sitting here looking at me like, Jessica, give me away. So, and I don't like doing that because, you know, then you get people, yeah, Brandy, that's the thing. Come for the giveaway, stay for the content. And I'm totally a believer in that. Like, I understand that. I understand going to people's channels just for giveaways. Like, I don't really enter giveaways anymore as much as I did tease Ashley earlier about her giveaway. Like, I don't enter giveaways that often just because I have a lot of makeup. And so I feel like there are other people that deserve it more than I do. But I don't do my giveaways. Hold on, did I miss something? Yes. Tia, that's awesome. I don't do my giveaways for, I mean, I do it for the subscribers, obviously, because I'm doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway and I only have 1,700 subscribers. I know you are, Jen. I'm so aware of that. But at the same time, like, I'm doing it because I appreciate, hey, Missy, how are you? I appreciate all these people that I've met, like these wonderful women that I have met through here, and men, Dylan, and men, that are so supportive and so just like, I don't know. It's a wonderful feeling. And if I never go another person, I will feel, I'm good. I will feel like I've done an okay job, you know, because my whole thing was like, when I was in treatment for IOP and like dealing with my past. You're not here for the giveaways, Dylan? Oh, but you'd so love that bag, I'm sure. When I was in I do have clothes on. I do. I always have clothes on. Thank you very much, Becky. Get me off topic. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, when I do my giveaways, the reason that I make them so big and so special is because you guys are big and special to me. Like, you guys are so special to me. Like, you force me to get out of my comfort zone. And I got no Ritz crackers right now, girl. I started a new diabetic medicine. I'm having a no carb it. Spam cheese. But like, I want to show you guys. I don't have anything. I have no special snacks. I don't have a bra on. So sorry, Dylan. Close your ears. I love you too, Sharice. Like, I want my giveaways to be big and extravagant because I want you guys to feel like, I love the feeling it gives me to know that like somebody gets a box and gets so excited and is so like, Julie, watching you unbox my box was like the best thing ever. Like, it made me feel so good that you were so happy and so excited. Like, that's why I do it, because that gives me so much just joy to do that. And like I was saying about you guys make me step outside of my comfort zone. You make me feel like, have you, Anne? See, I had gestational diabetes with both my children, and with my second one, I never lost the gestational. And I am insulin resistant. So they're trying me on a new medicine. My old GP, who I haven't been to in 3 years, stopped writing me prescriptions. Oh, thank you, Julie. He stopped writing me prescriptions because I stopped going to him, because he was the one that switched my antidepressants without tapering, and I tried to kill myself. So I've had this like trigger thing, and I haven't wanted to go back to him, but I found a new person who is better, and now I knew my nails were gonna mess up. Um, I am type 1 as well, and I'm the type 1 because I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic when I was 14. And then it just never showed up again. Like, I was fine. And then after my first child, I was fine again. And then second child, it just never went away. And they told me that, like, apparently now they're finding out that there's a different type of type 1 where it doesn't actually present itself until later sometimes. And I am insulin resistant. I have been since I had to poke myself 3 times a day when I was pregnant, and it just was not doing anything. So we're working on that. But I don't know. Like I said, I appreciate you guys a lot. You burnt your Pop-Tarts. You probably didn't need to eat Pop-Tarts anyway. What kind of Pop-Tarts? Were they a vanilla? Jen, you know better. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5. I think that's what she called it. But I haven't had metformin for 3 days, which is one of my like big ones. And so my blood sugar's been kind of crazy, so I'm trying not to eat any kind of carbs or anything. Ooh, strawberry. You remember, strawberry flavoring was one of them. Strawberry, vanilla, and raspberry. Beaver. But yeah, you guys are awesome. And all of you ladies that have channels, Sharice is close to hitting 250. Did you say you needed 14? I'll shout you out in my live tomorrow, Sharice, and we'll try to get you to 250. And Jen, you're getting close. Jen, where are you at? Are you close to 1,000 now? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Well, they said I was type 1.5, and so it's like I'm not type 2. 13 now? Okay. But I'm insulin resistant, so I'm having to take some other kind of injection. I can't remember what it's called right now. You're at 461. 460. Okay, so you're almost at 500. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so both of you are almost at 500. Where are you at, Becky? Oh. You're stuck? Where are you stuck at? I messed up my nails, guys. Just on my right hand. Look, it looks crappy. You can't see it, but it's all messed up. Oh, well. I was trying to paint my nails and get them done tonight so that for my live tomorrow they'd be fine. What do you guys want me to do in my live? I have the new Jeffree Star concealer. Oh my gosh. Okay, Anne. Go take care of your sick son. My sweet little daughter, like, she's 7.5, and man, her temperature got so high today that the thermometer just said error high. And I was like, what? So I looked it up. I looked up the thermometer to see how high it had to be, and it was like 107. And I was like, okay. So we made her take a cool bath, and then put 100% aloe gel all over. And if you guys didn't know this, aloe is a fantastic thing to get rid of a fever. I had it all over her head, all over her chest, all over her back, and within 3 minutes her fever went down to 102. And then I rubbed it in some more, and then within another like 5 minutes it was back down to like 99. So aloe is amazing. Aloe is like a wonder plant. My uncle, who is a chemist, makes like aloe day cream and night cream, but he also makes aloe gel, and it has no alcohol in it. So it's just aloe. Like, it's literally just aloe. And aloe sucks heat out of, that's why you put it on a burn. But it's the same thing with fevers, especially with babies. When you can't give them a lot of medicine, or you can't give them any medicine, girl, you put aloe all over them and their fever will come right down. Like the one time my son had a high fever when he was really little and we couldn't give him anything, aloe took it right down, and he was fine the rest of the day. So Just a little pro tip, but not makeup. What? But yeah, what do you guys want me to do tomorrow? So I can test out the Jeffree Star if you want. See if it's worth it. Cherise, if you email me, I will get some for you. If you want to go on the website and get it, it is aloe re dash leaf LEAF. If you look up aloe re dash leaf LEAF, you will find my uncle's website. It's very, very reasonably priced. I think it's like $5 or $6 a bottle, and it's a big bottle. So if you want to get it from him, hold on, I missed a comment. Well, Jen, you know, I know how you're feeling, babe. I did not expect to. You want to see the Jeffree Star stuff? Okay. And I kind of want to try those new stuff I got in my haul, like the new Cosmopolitan palette and the LA Girls palette. I might just do like a full face. I might just do a get ready with me, and you guys can chat amongst yourselves, and I'll give away some stuff because that's what I do. Okay. Yeah, Sharice, I mean, I'll send it to you. It's not a big deal. I just have to go get some. Because they live in Texas, so I have to get her to send me some. My mom might have some extra, though, so I'll find out, and I'll let you know. I don't know what I was going to say. It's gone now. Whatever was there was gone. Talk amongst yourself. I just put it all on my face, all of the makeup. I will put all the makeup. Well, see, I do have a new foundation I want to try. And I have those new palettes and the new concealer palette and the Jeffree Star concealer and the Jeffree... So, yeah, I can do a full face of new stuff and see what's what. I'll do that. Because I'm interested to see. I might do a bright eye then. So I'll have to get my husband to read me comments. And guys, I apologize if it looks like I'm not responding to your comments when I'm in a live. Not like this, but like when I'm in a live doing makeup. It's because my husband is telling me comments. Right, Cherise? Yes, I was talking about Jen. I don't talk about anybody. Oh, I was talking about Jen. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Tia. Do half and half. What do you mean, Barb? Do you like half my face? I've already done that. Yeah, Jen, I know that like it probably doesn't. No, Brandy, I can't see how long anybody. No, thank you, Tia. I'm all set. No, Brandy, I mean, I can look back through my emails and it'll tell me when you've subbed to me, but a lot of times, sometimes you have to sub 3 or 4 times. Like YouTube takes the sub away, so you can't always trust that. Yeah, no, there's no way I could keep up with everyone grumpy either. What was I gonna say? Jen, oh, yes, with your 500. I know that I don't want you to think that I'm being insincere because I know that I shot quickly up, but I've been really stagnant for like, no, there isn't, Spangies. You can't see who's subscribed to you. The only thing you can do is like click on their name and look at and if they're like, if their subscriptions are public, then you can see if you're on there. But if they're yeah, Tia, you've been with me since the beginning. You are an OG. Yeah, because I've only been doing this since the middle of January. But if their subscriptions are set to private, you can't see. You can't see if they are subscribed to you or not. So that's why I stopped trying to do I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard. It feels like longer. Yeah, sorry. Or maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Yeah, I've only been doing this since January. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, I started mid-January. So I'm very fortunate and blessed to be I mean, it sounds silly to be whining or complaining that I'm not at 2,000 yet when I've only been doing this for like 4 months. So, go figure. I'm not going to make people go public because there might be a good reason for them not going public, you know? My subs aren't public. Um, I know, right? Dylan knows all. Dylan knows all. Like in our creator studio, I'm sure there's probably something that where you can see all of that. I get really obsessive when it comes to analytics, so I try not to look at it that much. You've been doing it for 3 years, Missy, and how many? Where were you at? Are you? I can't remember. You can. I don't think I'll ever be at Toddy's status, Tia, but thank you. Being being my name said in the same sentence as Tati is pretty incredible. Well, Missy, we're gonna get you there, girl. I'm gonna shout you out. If you come to my live tomorrow, as soon as you say hey, I will shout out your channel. I have no problem giving people shout outs. I would not be where I am if it weren't for people supporting me. So I will absolutely support everybody in any way I can. I do not do networking streams. I'm not a networking channel. I'm going live tomorrow night at 7:30 Central. So if you come in, just say hey. And Tati Westbrook, you need to look her up. She's awesome. You started in November. Okay, well, you know, like I said, I think part of the reason that I had found success early was because I do makeup tutorials, and I mean, people just look up makeup tutorials, but I think that's also why I have a lot of view hours. Like my hours and my views do not correlate with the amount of subscribers I have. Like a lot of people have hour problems. I have subscriber problems. Like I have way more hours than I should for the amount of subscribers I have because I do beauty tutorials. Because a lot of times, and I do it too, like I'll look up a tutorial and I'll look and see how somebody did something, or I'll see a palette and look at it, and I just don't subscribe to the person because I forget. So people do that to me too, I'm sure. But yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, Charisse, and Charisse, you know I'll shout you out, baby. I always try to take care of my people. Who will I marry next? Yes, Tia. And Jenna started going into Ashley's lives, and Ashley, Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, I mean, she's a dear, dear friend of mine. But she also is one of the kindest, most generous people I have ever known in my life. Like she suffers from this debilitating disease, and yet she's smiling all the time. She laughs. She tries so hard to maintain an upbeat attitude and just be a good friend and a good supporter and help other people grow. And it's really awesome. She's great. She's fantastic. Yeah. I just need all 4,000 of her subscribers to subscribe to me. I need somebody's, but no, I don't. I'm fine. Yes, she is the sweetest. Yes, Ankle Song is the sweetest. Ashley. But, we all do. Oh, we all love Ashley? Yes. We all do love Ashley because she is amazing. Yeah, Jen, and that's great. Yeah, Jen, she's a great person to start connecting with. You know, Jen, baby, I will help you as much as I can, but my reach is very short. I have a very limited reach. Most of the people that are subscribed to me are subscribed to you too. I wish. Oh my God, I know the mini razors. They are amazing. I love them. I love them. Well, Spangies, I started getting yelled at and also the pity emails pretty early on. Um, yeah, Tia, she told me that. She told me, and it's so funny because I had never heard of that until I met her. And then I'm finding out like Kendi Jane has it too, and your husband has it, and K Dog, who is in live streams a lot, has it. And then I found out this guy that me and my husband know named Jack, and he's like in his mid 50s, he has it. And I was like, what? This is, I didn't even know this thing existed. And now I'm finding out all these people have it. It's crazy. Um, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy town. Um, Everybody in here knows Confidence Plus, knows Natoma. Please be saying prayers and some good thoughts to her way. She's just having, life is just getting the better of her right now. Like, you know how sometimes like it's just one thing after another. She's having one thing after another right now. And her birthday is in 2 days. Or one day now, I guess. And that sucks. So if you all could just send some good vibes and good prayers and just maybe like comment on one of her videos or send her an IM or DM or something. And IM, whoa. Send her a DM and just be like, hey, thinking about you or love you or something, just to let her know that people are thinking about her and praying for her. I think that would help a lot. Um, I'm not gonna, it's her business. So, Spangies, it's not that I don't want to disclose information. It's just that that's not my place. It's not my place to talk about, but I think that she would appreciate any thoughts and prayers or, kind words of encouragement that you can send her way. Because she's just having a hard time right now. Like, stuff starts happening and it's like everything is happening at once. And you're like, can I just get a break, please? I think everybody knows, her work situation has been crazy. So, she's just got a lot going on. And, we are a very tight-knit community. And, I will say that Confidence is also somebody who has been awesome, Tia. She has been there from me. Like, I found her when I first started, and I just left a random comment on one of her videos and was like, you are so encouraging. I'm starting a new channel. I would love if you would check my videos out. And she has been supportive since I started at the very beginning and been so kind and so encouraging. And her and I, through talking and being friends, have found out that we're very similar backgrounds. And I think that's what kind of made us close. And yeah, and anytime my friends need help, I wanna help them. So that's it. Like, Charisse, when I knew you were having problems, I was praying for you all the time. I hope that your things are getting better. I do not live in Rhode Island. I live in Mississippi. I am like very far from Rhode Island. Oh, that tea is good. So yeah. So that's what's going on. Gosh, I went like full circle. We started talking about makeup, and then we started talking about judgment, and then we started talking about all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I live very far from everyone, which sucks because like I would love to come visit some of you guys. Yeah, extra prayers is never a bad thing. I never am like, oh, don't pray for me. Like, I would never ever say that. And I pray for you guys all the time. Sometimes one of you will just enter my brain and I'll just say a short little prayer. Dylan, I hope your mom knows that I pray for her a lot. Oh my God, Barb, I don't want to talk about food. I can't eat anything. Don't talk about food. I know, everyone lives so far away from me. I wish you guys didn't because I would love to meet all of you. There are a bunch of people in Texas, Julie. Actually, I feel like Kansas is not that far from me. And the reason I say that is because when we were driving to Portland, we went up and over. And I feel like we got to Kansas in a day. It might have been the second day, though. I don't know. I don't know. Jen is like 7.5 hours away from me. Yeah, Sharice. Natoma is about 7.5 hours away from me. Kendi Jane lives like an hour and a half away from me. But I'm not gonna just like go show up on her doorstep because that would be weird. Yeah, Julie, that would be fun. Jen lives near Fort Hood. Hi, is it Handset? Handset? Hello? Oh, okay. So, Julie, if you go to Galveston, that's where my aunt and uncle live, is Galveston. I would totally be down for a trip then, because then I could go see my aunt and uncle. And I could do your makeups. Or we could just hang out too. We don't have to do makeup. I would love to meet some of you guys in real life. And I say some of you guys, I mean all of you guys. I didn't mean it like that. I realized it sounded bad. Oh, Brandy, if you're in Fort Worth, you're only like 4 or 5 hours away from me. 5? Maybe. Tara, nay, girl, I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been? Where have you been, my love? I've missed seeing you. Tara Nay's one of my OGs too. You've been dying? Oh my god. Oh no. Are you better? Don't die on me now, girl. I need you to show me all the cute clothes. So, Jen, you drive Jessica, and at the same time, having Natoma drive Jessica, and y'all can do a live together. That would be so much fun. I don't see how I'm going to get either of those girls to come to me. I think I'm going to have to go to them. And I don't mind driving to them. I actually enjoyed road trips, like, by myself. Gives me time to just kind of... as a lot of you know, that I was supposed to go see Natoma next week. But I can't do that now because her life is complicated, and I completely understand. Yeah, I love driving, Julie. You can pick me up. Okay, you can pick me up. I have no life, so I can go see anybody whenever. That's not true. I have a sick child right now, so I couldn't see them right now, but most of the time I'm available. You can give hotel discounts? Taranay. Where do you live, Taranay? Where are you? No, Becky's in California. Julie's in Kansas. Jen's in Texas. Brandy's in Texas. Is Spangy still in here? I don't know where she is either. Missy's in Rhode Island. Indiana. That's kind of far. Well, that's not that far from me. Indiana. No, that's kind of far. You're in Orlando. That's like 16 hours. Okay, Jen. Well, I'll drive to you then, sweetheart. But I am planning on seeing Becky in what, June? July? Are you still doing that? Are you still going to Alabama? You're crocheting? Girl, I'm working on this crazy crochet project right now. Like, so I have all this leftover yarn. So I decided to make June. Okay, so yeah, June. Yes. I'm going to meet Becky in June. We're going to go to Cheesecake Factory. What was I saying? Oh, my crocheting project. So I have all these little bits and pieces. So I'm making granny squares out of all of them. I'm going to make a big granny square blanket. So I've got all my granny squares. So now I'm trying to attach all the granny squares together, and it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I mean, we could all meet in Texas. I know we were talking about at one point trying to do, hey, D90, how are you doing, sweetheart? I knew at one point we were trying to think about doing, like, going to a cabin in Tennessee. Or we could do a condo in Galveston. Galveston's not that far away from me. It's, I think it's like 8 hours. I could be wrong. It could be less than that. I don't know. My cousin's actually... Oh, granny squares are easy, Becky. I can teach you. Or, you know what? There's actually a really lot of really good tutorials on YouTube. That's how I learned. Tennessee is gorgeous. Busy working. Not me. Mine are never the same. Yeah, if you look, there's some really, like I said, there's some really good tutorials on here. And I learned how to do it. And there's ways that they can teach you that, like, it's like a trick. But it's just practice. I mean, everything with crocheting is practice. You just practice until you get it right. Tia is in Minnesota. It's so far. Who's gonna get Tia? Well, Missy, you've come to the right place. That's what I do, is tutorials, Miss. And this, I do tutorials and Porchtime. But, I don't count that much. If you look under my playlist, I have a whole, like, bunch of videos that are just tutorials and tips and tricks and various and sundry items. Do you guys feel like I explained the undertones well yesterday, or was it weird? Tricks on Porchtime? Aw, Cherise. Well, Missy, I love jewelry. Bye, Dylan. You had to listen to what twice? My eyebrow tattoo tutorial? I try to make it simple. I try to break things down without making, like, dumbing it down. I'm not trying to dumb it down, you know? Good night, Dylan. I hope you have a great night. You're 11 hours from Jackson. That is far. Uh-oh, somebody said jewelry. Barb's like, hello. Yes. I should, Tia. However, I have no friends. I do. I have Shauna. Well, I was hoping you could see on me, because you could tell the other four were definitely, like... Oh my God, no. Tia would have to come see me. Jen, or I guess I could drive to you, Jen. What's my husband's undertone? He has cool undertones. So he's like a pinkish undertones. If I see somebody normally, or if you take, now see, pictures can be deceiving because the lighting can be weird. But if I see you in person, I can tell you immediately whether you're cool, neutral, or warm. Because that's what I used to do for a living. Oh. Shauna. Shauna is really pale. She and I, well, she has cooler undertones than me. Thank you, Brandy. Yeah, she's just real pale. I'm not gonna fight over you, Tia. If you would rather go see Jenna, I completely understand. Plus, it's probably easier to fly into Texas than it is to fly into Jackson. Even though it's an international airport. It's like one of those international airports. You've always been confused about your undertones. Okay, any ideas? Well, Becky, I really would have to see you to help you. Were you... You are gritty, Jen. Gah. Um... Yeah. Okay, Brandy, yes. Your foundation blends in, so it doesn't even matter. You're good. I'm pretty sure you have neutral undertones, though, Brandy. Just from pictures I've seen. True. Or I could just go to you. But then we would have to invade Jen's space. And I don't know if Jen wants her in space invaded. Do you want your do you want us to be space invaders? Because if not, then I can. If not, you guys can drive here. Because I don't mind you invading my space. Or we can meet somewhere. Invade your space. Okay. I'm down if Tia's down. That would be fun. I would enjoy that. And that way, if you had to work, Jen. Charisse, I'm pretty sure you're either warm. Okay, wait. Foundations turn yellow on me and my okay, okay, first of all, the vein on the wrist thing is dumb. But yes, if foundations turn yellow on you, you are cool. Absolutely. But you have olive skin if you go out. You might be neutral then. Well, I have red undertone. I have red overtones. I don't have red undertones. I have neutral undertones. So I'm neither pink nor yellow. Ooh, yeah, Tia. Yeah, I can't just live on cereal and marshmallows. I'm diabetic, and that's just not gonna fly. We'd have to have actual food. I'll cook if you get food. Now, Jenny, will you eat it? Will you eat real food, or will you not eat it either? What, so that I can tell everybody their undertones? Julie, you are either warm or neutral, sweetheart. I could tell just from your videos, unless your camera is changing your skin tone. And Jen, you're either warm or neutral. Tia, you look like you might be cool. Yes. Barb, I don't know. Have I seen a real good picture of you? Tia, I think you're cool tones. You would eat it depending on... Yeah, Julie, you're definitely warm tone. Or depending on what it is. No, Jen, you would eat it because we would fix it for you. You think you're olive? Olive is neutral. Like, I have olive skin tone. Because when you have olive skin, you have neither too much yellow or too much pink, just kind of in between. That's what I am. If you look dirty with contouring, that means that you are using a contour color that... Does it look muddy? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, it kind of looks gray? That means that you're using a... Well, yeah. Oh, okay, D90. Thanks so much for coming by. Tia, when you say dirty, does it mean like it looks gray? Or does it look muddy? I need a better word than dirty. On my face, yes. I need a better word. Hey, Carrie, how are you, sweetheart? Tia, give me a better word than dirty. Hey, Carrie. Now Tia's not going to talk to me anymore. Is it muddy? Is it gray? Is it orange? You look ashy. Okay. So if you look ashy, that means that you are using a cool toned bronzer, and you have probably neutral to warm. You probably have, Tia, then you probably actually have warm skin tones, because if you have warm skin tones and you use a cool bronzer, it's going to look very gray on you. So you're probably a warm tone. Although, from your makeup, you don't look like a warm tone. Okay, thank you, Missy, so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Love you lots. Get some good sleep. Okay, Spangies. Yeah, I'll probably... Oh, God, we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm probably going to be gone, too, soon, so... Yeah, let's just shut it down. Everybody's kind of leaving. It seems like it's about time. Tia, send me a good picture of your face, and I will... No, I'm not... Contour looks like you have dirt on your face. Park Avenue Princess. That's really orange. Oh, hey, Aria. Yeah, I think we're going to shut it down, guys. Tia, DM me some information. Like, tell me what, like, foundation looks good on you. Taranay, it was so good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, Carrie. It's just getting really late and everybody's leaving. And I'm tired, too. I took my sleepy time medicine, so... If you are warm-toned and you wear the wrong foundation, it looks pink. It could look red, but most are pink. Yeah, pink. And if you're cool-toned and you wear the wrong foundation, it looks yellow. And if you're neutral, it could look pink or yellow. All right, go ahead, Tia. You DM me. All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. Get some rest. Everybody, before you leave me, deep breath in, out.